were able to take our staff through food safety systems. So we also looked at food safety measures and then GMPs. So typically we understand that food safety, it's a major concern for governments, industries, as well as consumers. So we had to look at good manufacturing practices related to food safety, regulatory requirements as per GMPs, and then we also had to look at allergens and then cross-contamination.
Talked about metrology activities, standardization and conformity assessments. And the people that were here, who are mostly agribusiness owners, were taken through the requirements for getting the conformity assessments done for them. In that case, the certification of their products. We've also talked about system certification, which they can take advantage of, and they are to be taught how to fill the application form for product certification.
I took the participants through the registration process, labeling requirements, and then what to expect generally as part of the registration process with regards to the products and then the facility as well.
So before, what was lacking in our processes was documentation. So we've been taught that anything that goes on in the facility ought to be documented. And this is a key thing we are taking home. Most entrepreneurs do not have knowledge as to how to go about their businesses. So they are more or less turned down when they confront the food certification authorities, that's the FDA and then the standards authority.
For this training, we went through a number of things, mainly under good manufacturing practices. And one of the key takeaways for me is food safety. That is making your products, or those of us in the food processing line, making our products wholesome for those who consume and not causing harm to our consumers. And there are a number of steps you're supposed to look at in terms of your production space, your production machines, your personnel, your workers, how you take them through constant training to make them understand what food safety is.
I've been part of today's training and I've learned a lot. I've learned about the quality assurance and quality control, how important these two are. And I've also learned about the 5 P's of production. That's the product, people, process, premises, and then production. I've learned how important we need to consider all these in our production processes.
One thing that we've learned is about the training. Training for our workers. Intermittent training for our staffs. I think most times we have a lot of staff and workers that we're working with them. But sometimes we fail to take them through training intermittently. Sometimes we allow them to work throughout without training. And I think in this training, we've been taught how important it is through intermittent training to update them about safety issues, and whatever process, a lot of things.
So for Tradeline Consult, we are grateful for this putting together this training for us with the expert advice and expert support they're giving to the SMEs who took part in, especially like a company like New Food Star Ghana. And for GIZ for sponsoring this whole program and this training. Without them, this would not have been possible. Thank you to all of you.
We would like to thank GIZ and Tradeline for putting this workshop together.